Well, good morning, everybody. This is the Smart Networker. I'm Dave Rolfe, and welcome to the call. Today, we're going to do a very special training on the Nikken Share Application, and this is going to be a two-part series. Today, we'll do part one, and then next Monday morning on the regular Zoom call, we'll do part two. So let me share my screen, and we'll get underway with part one. All right. The Nikken Share Application, a training program. So we're going to talk about getting started, downloading the app, the menu bar, and profile. So this application has many functions, and the idea of this presentation and training is to look at each function and at the same time perform the activity so you easily get used to using each one. And sometimes these functions can be achieved from different locations, so any specific function will be explained in each section where it can be performed. Now, this presentation in part is for both types of phones, Apple and Android, but some of the functions will only be for the iPhone. And the main app is in English only, but the videos on the media tab are in English, French, and Spanish, and so aren't the training films. And you're going to learn how to pick the language both on this video and on the second one. Okay, so welcome to the Nikken Share application. So the first thing you got to do is download the Nikken Share app from the internet and your app store, either for Apple or Android. And this is what it looks like for the Apple. If you've already got the app, then good, open it, because we're going to be walking through each of the tasks and actions, and you want to have your app open so that you can play along with me, because I'm going to be doing the same thing from my end. So it's a lot of fun, and we'll get some good practice here. All right. So if we look at the first tab at the top, and it's a couple of important pieces of information. At the very top left is some bars next to the Nikken logo, and that's a menu bar. This is where we're going to go first. And at the very bottom of the screen, you've got the icons. We're going to deal with those in the next video. The banners that float across the top of the page change. 3 are static and 3 are active. The ones on the left are static, which means they're just kind of like an ad or an announcement. And the ones on the right are active. So if you click on one of those, like visit the training site, it will take you to the training videos. Okay. And it's pretty simple to follow. It just click and go, click and go, click and go. All right. Let's move on to the next page and where we get started here. So we're going to click on the menu bar as our main action here. That's our first part we want to learn. And you can see it opened here, menu opened. It's got name cellular management. That's my company. So I'm using my data. So that's what's going to show up. For you, it's going to be your data, your name, however you've got yourself listed. And then again, the same thing at the bottom, we've got the icons, but we're not going to deal with that. So once that page is open, and which we'll see on the next page here on the left, we have a number of things that we can deal with: profile, training events, office, series shortcuts, business snapshot. We're first going to look at the profile. So that when you click on that, this is what we will see, except it will be populated with your information. Your name is going to be at the top, followed by your ID number, followed by your zip code, followed by your email address, your phone number. And then down here, this is where it says Dave Rolfe, is your active link to your PWP page. And then, of course, on the right, you've got your picture. You can edit your picture from here on your phone, but your information you can only edit from your back office. And then below that are the functions, the notifications, get help, legal, log out. Really simple to operate. First off, we're going to look at the link to your personal web page. So if you click on that, and I'll do the next page, and all of a sudden there I'm on Nikken and I'm at my PWP. And again, the usual things that you do with your PWP are there, they're available. And if you click on the icon, the menu bar at the top there, this information shows up. So it shows my information, my picture, and gives me the ability to check out various actions that I want to check out and choose the language of choice, either English, French, or Spanish. So easy to use. And at the bottom, again, you can send that, share it, do whatever you want with your web page as you normally would. Okay. If we go back to the profile page, and then we get into the 4 links at the bottom, we have notifications, get help, legal, and log out. When you click on the notifications button, this is what you're going to see. Email push. And they're both active, they're both on. And this is, I didn't get this at first, but I called the company and this is what they said. This is to select if the consultant wants to receive their notification by email or by push. So by email, receive an email notification when a prospect clicks on a video, receives a sample. So if you send them something, they click on it, it sends you back an email that they've opened it. If you have push notification, it sends you a text saying they've opened it. So for me, I've got both of them on. I want to make sure I receive any alerts and notifications. And that's as much as I'm doing with that one. All right, so the make a call or get help. This is the get help. This is great. And there are 3 things that can happen here. 1, you can call the company. 2, you can email the company. And 3, you can email the technical support that handles this application. Really easy to do. Click on the get help. The window opens up here on the left. You can see call, email, and then down here is the technical support. So if you do the call, the number shows up, you call that number. If you click on this email up here, then it's contact@nikken.com. And if we go to the next page, so if you write in, let's say you're having an issue, you want to know how to send an event to somebody and it's not working for you, you write that down, and that's this box here for the app. And then you click next. And what happens is this window opens up, tech support goes to them directly, and your email is figured out, and it shows you what your ID number and all that sort of stuff on there is. So there you go. That's how you use the help. It's great. So you got call Nikken, email Nikken, or email tech support. All right. The legal tab. So at first, what are we doing legal wise? And this is really privacy policy, and it's getting your information, seeing what you've got down there. You can download your information that you have on the app. You can delete the my data. You can delete all prospect data. Now, I want to caution you here on when you press some of these tabs, because I almost got wiped out of the application itself. And so again, if you want to download the information that you've got on there, that's the only one that I would suggest you play with right now. And then this is what you get back. You're going to get an email notification or an alert as to each button you push. That's going to come from Nikken. And this is what they say. If you download data, you're receiving this message because you've requested to view and or download your data. So you click on that link down there and it will give you instructions of what to do. I have not done that. I have no need to do that right now. There are other ways to delete the information that I wanted to, if I want to delete them. Okay. Okay, so getting started, the menu bar tabs, training, events, office, series shortcuts. So the first one is the training bar, and this one's real simple. If you click on that, it takes you to the new window. You got the 2 videos on the right. The first one is a video created by the company that created this application. And it's a quick tutorial. It covers a lot of valuable information. I highly recommend that you review that. And of course, what you're getting here and in the second one will be way more detailed, but both are going to help you learn and understand how to use this better. And the second video is created by Nikken, the great offer, which gives a 10% discount to a customer. Again, you want to review these videos. Now, what I found out here too, we'll look at the next page. At the very top of the screen, there's this squiggly, it's a menu bar. If you click on that, this page opens up, which gives you the ability to choose the country and the language for the videos. So Canada, USA, English, French, and Spanish. So just click on, so for me, it was USA and English. And if I clicked on English, it opened up French and Spanish. If I clicked on that, and then at the bottom, you either apply or cancel. And then to get back to the previous screen, you would just click on this area here where I'm got my mouse circling, and that's the previous screen. You just click on that and it'll take you back to the previous screen. So really easy function to use, great shortcuts, and that's how you would get the language for the videos only. Okay. Now let's move on to the events tab. The events tab is another great tab. Again, what opens up is calendar. And the first icon on the left, if you click on that, will display all events. So let's explore this to see what happens when we do all these functions. So, and you can go along with this on yours to make it easier and more realistic. So the first one you click on here opens up all the events. And then from there, you can click on an event like the Balanced Life, Happy Life, and it opens up to an alert as to the event as a reminder, what it is, and the link to it. And also it gives you the ability to add to your calendar and event details and or attend. Okay, so great notification there on that aspect. If I go to the next page now and do the same thing, I've clicked on all the events, and at the top, you've got this filter. And again, what that does is allows you to filter out what information you want to have posted on the events. And then the final aspect of this is to add an event. And again, if for me, I've utilized this for the Smart Networker. So if I go to the next page, I've got it there. I was editing it to pick up the picture of adding in. It's a Zoom, it's a training. And if you notice here, I've got in my Zoom room number that it is, and then California and the time, because the app is going to ask you to fill out all information. So if you're doing Zoom, then you got it and ask for the address and the city and all that good stuff. You got to fill it in, otherwise it won't populate and allow you to move forward. Now, once the event is done and I've gone save, then what's going to pop up here is this page. And it's going to ask me if I want to invite people. Now, this is an important piece of information. If you create the event, you can invite people. And I'm going to show you in another aspect when it's somebody else has created the event and how you invite them. And they're two different functions. Okay. So first off here, if you wanted to invite it, you'd click yes. This page would open up and you can get it from your existing prospects or your device contacts. And then you just click on it and follow the information. It's real simple to follow. You can send it to an existing process. It'll tell you if you've sent them one, who's got it, who hasn't. It's really a cool app. You want to take a look at that and play with that quite a bit. Okay. Now, when I open up the events of something I didn't post, which was the Balanced Life, Happy Life as the example here, you will see the link highlighted there. Now, don't click on it, but just hold it. In other words, put your cursor over it and hold it. And what happens is this page opens up. And this gives you the ability to open the link so you can, do what you want to do to join it. You can add it to a reading list, you can copy the link, or you can share the link. So if you wanted to share the Balanced Life, Happy Life with a prospect, then you'd go down to here, you click share, it would ask you the same functions, who to. Real easy to use. So again, the idea here is just play with that. And so that you get used to pushing the buttons and seeing what happens. Push the button, see what happens. Make a mistake, go back to the beginning and start all over again. It's just, practice, 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 practice. All right. Now, if you've already populated your front page and it shows events and alerts and prospects and what have you, by scrolling up from the main page when it opens to where it is, you will get a listing of the events that you could see. And then you just click see all or click on the event, and the same functionality will happen from there as well. So it's a great way to, utilize events and keep track of what's going on. And as the company adds more events and more people add more events, there'll be more events to take a look at. All right. The Office tab. Now, this is great. I find this very functional. So if I click on the Office tab, it opens to this page, which is the login to the back office. It'll ask for me to use that ID. My phone recognizes who I am, so I push that button, I'm logged in, and away I go. So I get all the information of my back office. So if I'm checking volume or see if somebody signed up or what have you, it's a real easy access. So again, you want to play with that so you see how that works and how you possibly might want to use it. The next one, the Siri shortcuts. Well, this is fun. And you know, we're getting Star Trek-y here with the Siri shortcuts and what we use at home. But anyway, when you click on the Siri shortcuts, what happens is a new window on the right opens. Go to My Day, go to Sample, go to Prospects, go to Events, go to Alerts. So you would say, hey, Siri, do this, hey, Siri, do that, etc. You know how to do that. And all of a sudden my phone's acting up now because she heard me. So,
so I don't have an answer for that. Okay. Is there something else I can help with?
Siri, cancel. So now when we click on one of those, like let's say we do go to Prospects and we click on that, that'll take us to the next page. And so the one I was using was go to My Day. So it will give you instructions to record and set up that link. It's real simple. You just follow the instructions that they give you for everything you want so that you can say go blah to whatever. And if you've already done it, it's going to tell you. And then it's going to give you the option of what to do there. So it's just a fun little additional function. Now, for the Android phones, which use Bixby, that app is not available yet. Hopefully it'll be available soon. All right. Now, the Business Snapshot tab, from my understanding, when I went to this to explore it, nothing showed up for me. Called the company and they said nothing is posted there. However, the odd distributor who has the app is getting a snapshot of their business for the month. So right now, I'm just saying for me, it doesn't show up. For you, I don't know if it will. For most, it doesn't. And hopefully very soon it will be created. So that's a new event that's coming. All right. All right. So in the next video, we're going to explore the My Day page and the functions, plus we will learn how each of the icons at the bottom of the window work and how to use them. So that's the home, the gift box, the media, the people, and the bell. And that's going to be a lot of fun. So in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this presentation on the part 1 of using the Nikken Share app. I'll end that and say thanks for being on here. This is, as you know, is recorded and will be posted on daverolf.com and on WhatsApp. So enjoy. We'll see you next week on the next Zoom call. Bye for now.